He was called the Red Prince, charming, untouchable, feared, and for years, Mossad couldn't get close to him until they sent a woman who could. But to understand why she was chosen, you need to understand the blood-soaked event that started the hunt. Munich, 1972, when the world stopped breathing. On September 5th, 1972, the world woke up expecting Olympic fireworks. Instead, it woke up to something unthinkable. 8 members of Black September, a Palestinian terrorist organization, slipped into the Munich Olympic Village wearing tracksuits and carrying duffel bags. Inside those bags were guns, grenades, and the beginning of a nightmare. Their target, the Israeli Olympic team. They broke into the athletes' dorm, took hostages, and within minutes, the peaceful celebration of global sports turned into a global hostage crisis. News cameras zoomed in on masked gunmen on balconies. Millions watched in disbelief. Negotiations dragged on for hours, but the final moments unfolded in chaos at Fürstenfeldbruck Air Base. In a botched rescue attempt, all 11 Israeli athletes and coaches were killed. The images of covered bodies, burning helicopters, and terrified hostages became burned into Israeli memory forever. Israel's grief quickly turned into something else, rage, and out of that rage came Operation Wrath of God. Operation Wrath of God, a list with no forgiveness. The Israeli government, led by Prime Minister Golda Meir, created a secret directive. Every planner, facilitator, and supporter of the Munich attack must be hunted down. Anywhere in the world, for as long as it took. No courtroom, no diplomacy, no warnings, just consequences. To lead the organization behind Munich, one name stood above the rest: Ali Hassan Salameh. He wasn't just a militant, he was a strategist, a celebrity in parts of the Arab world, and the personal security chief for Yasser Arafat. He moved through Europe with ease, attended elite parties, and acted as if he were untouchable. Nicknamed the Red Prince, Salameh was everything a top target shouldn't be: charismatic, wealthy, politically connected, and adored by many. He blended revolutionary ideology with movie star confidence. Even intelligence agents admitted he had a strange magnetism, which made killing him almost impossible. The problem: Salameh was always one step ahead. Throughout the 1970s, Mossad tried to locate and eliminate him. They tapped phones, tailed associates, planted moles, and raided safe houses. Yet he kept slipping away. Every time they thought that they had him cornered, he vanished like smoke. Some said he had informants inside Europe. Others believed he had an instinct for danger. But Mossad came to one conclusion. To take down the Red Prince, they needed someone he would never expect. Not a commando, not a male operative, but a woman. One who could slip into his circle, earn trust, and get close enough to map the routines that made him feel invincible. And Mossad had just the agent for the job, a spy with no name. To this day, Mossad has never officially revealed her identity. Some historians believe she was modeled after real operatives like Sylvia Raphael or Erica Mary Chambers, women known for being smart, fearless, and able to slip into roles like they were changing clothes. What's certain is this: she wasn't chosen for brute force. She was chosen because she could become invisible while standing in a room full of peaceful people. The mission required charm, emotional control, and an ability to lie with a smile. Her cover story depended on which version Mossad fed the world: a nurse, a journalist, or an aid worker. Each disguise had a purpose. Nurses or trusted journalists ask questions without suspicion. Aid workers blend in anywhere. Whatever mask she wore, it worked. She arrived in Beirut in the mid-1970s, right as the Lebanese Civil War tore the city apart. Beirut was a place where guns, politics, and nightlife mixed together in a strange, dangerous cocktail. If you knew the right people, you could access the entire Palestinian Liberation Organization network. And she knew the right people, entering Salameh's world. Ali Hassan Salameh, the Red Prince, wasn't hiding in the shadows. He lived boldly. He drove luxury cars, attended diplomatic parties, and appeared in public with an ease that mocked Mossad's frustration. Unlike many militant leaders, Salameh enjoyed high society. He mingled with ambassadors, journalists, and celebrities. That made him harder to assassinate, but easier to infiltrate. The female agent studied his world slowly, carefully. She began with harmless conversations, local shop owners, hotel clerks, expats, aid workers. She learned which streets his convoy used, where his men ate lunch, which cafes they drank coffee in, and when Salameh usually appeared in public. The more she mapped his life, the more dangerous her own became. Then one evening, at a social gathering filled with foreign diplomats and journalists, she finally saw him. Tall, charismatic, stylish. Salameh looked less like a military commander and more like a movie star. But behind the easy laugh and tailored suit was a man responsible for the murder of 11 Israeli athletes. She approached him casually, like she didn't know who he was. He liked that. Their first conversation was short but warm. He complimented her calm confidence, asked about her work, and invited her to future gatherings. To Salameh, she was simply an interesting foreign woman who didn't seem intimidated by him. To Mossad, she had just unlocked the first door. The psychological game. Every encounter brought her closer, and every encounter was a gamble. Mossad fed her intel, grooming her behavior to match what Salameh found trustworthy. She played curious but not too curious, friendly but not flirtatious, genuine but untouchable. She let him make the moves. She let him feel in control. Meanwhile, she collected everything: convoy schedules, driver rotations, the layout of his favorite clubs, even the times he visited his mother. Her life became a balancing act between two identities: the agent serving a mission and the persona Salameh believed she was. One wrong question, one moment of hesitation, one mismatched detail, and she wouldn't just be caught, she would be executed. The breakthrough Mossad needed. By the end of her infiltration phase, the agent had achieved what Mossad failed to do for years: predict Salameh's movements. She knew which streets he avoided, which he trusted, and which he considered safe. That was all Mossad needed: a routine, a pattern, a vulnerability, and it was finally time for the hunters to strike. The final phase begins. By late 1978, Mossad had everything they needed. For years, Salameh had been a ghost slipping through their fingers. Now, because of one female operative moving quietly through Beirut high society, they finally had a pattern, a predictable daily route he trusted completely. This was the window they had been waiting for. Mossad's plan was brutally precise: a car bomb, placed along Salameh's convoy route, triggered remotely, designed to hit him and only him. It was the most reliable method in a crowded city crawling with militias, spies, and civilians. The bomb team flew into Beirut under forged passports. The female agent wasn't part of the trigger team. Her role was even more dangerous. She had to confirm Salameh's presence. No confirmation, no detonation. Mossad would not risk civilian casualties unless the Red Prince himself was there. So, she watched, waited, and pretended to live a normal life. January 22nd, 1979, the kill zone. That morning began like any other. Beirut was engulfed in its usual mix of gunfire, car horns, and political chaos. But for Mossad, this was the day Salameh had a scheduled visit and would pass a specific point on his daily route, a road he believed was too public to be used for an attack. He was wrong. The female agent positioned herself nearby, blending into the street, careful not to draw attention. She wore ordinary clothes, carried an ordinary bag, and looked like an ordinary expat heading to an appointment. But inside her head, she was replaying escape routes, cover lines, and backup signals. At exactly 3:32 p.m., Salameh's red Chevrolet Suburban appeared, moving down the road with his usual convoy. The agent glanced once, enough to confirm the target. Then she walked away, calm and slow. Mossad received her signal, and seconds later, the street erupted. The explosion that ended a legacy. The hidden bomb tore through the air like thunder. Salameh's vehicle was lifted off the ground, flames bursting out as people screamed and ducked for cover. The concussion shattered windows across the block. Ali Hassan Salameh, the mastermind of Munich, the untouchable Red Prince, was killed instantly. His bodyguards never had a chance. His reputation for surviving assassination attempts ended in a fireball Mossad had engineered with cold precision. The female agent didn't look back. She walked straight into the chaos of the city, blending into the panic, just like she had blended into Salameh's world. Within hours, she was gone from Beirut. Within days, she was erased from records. Aftermath, a silent victory. The PLO mourned him. Beirut erupted in violence. Palestinian factions accused Lebanon, the United States, and half the Middle East of helping Israel. The funeral drew massive crowds, and rumors spread that Mossad used a female seductress. No one ever confirmed who she was. Inside Israel, the operation was seen as justice for Munich, a mission completed after 8 long, bloody years. But it came with a cost few outsiders understood. Agents like her lived lives that never truly belonged to them. They didn't receive medals or public honors. Their names weren't written in books. They served in shadows and vanished into new identities once their missions ended. She took down one of the most dangerous men in the Middle East, and then she disappeared. Because in the world of espionage, heroes don't stand in the light. They burn quietly in the dark, unseen, unheard, but unforgettable. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for the latest car videos.